cards. Since you have been raised to new life with Christ, set your sights on the realities of heaven, where Christ sits in the place of honor at God's right hand. Think about the things of heaven, not the things of earth. For you died to this life, and your real life is hidden with Christ in God. And when Christ, who is your life, is revealed to the whole world, you will share in all of his glory. That is Colossians chapter 3, 1-4 in the NLT version. This book has been extremely important in my life. It has become the cornerstone of my family for generations, whether that meant attending every single church service available or praying before every meal and even discipling teenagers and adults in my own home under my mom. It is extremely important in my family's morals and values, and so I was curious as to if it was important in others as well across America. In a research poll I found by Huffington Post, they discovered that 88% of the people in the poll actually owned a Bible. And they also discovered, which I thought was really cool, that the average American household has 4 Bibles in it. That's a lot of Bibles across America. So I could wager that the majority of you listening to this either A, understand the importance of Bibles in other families' home, B, have a Bible importance in your home, or C, will at least respect the fact that the Bible is important in my family. This book is actually a huge part of one of my most favorite family traditions, reading the Christmas story before opening gifts every single year on Christmas. This tradition is extremely important to my family because of how it started. My late great-grandfather and late great-grandmother were an amazing couple. They are the basis for everything my family believes in. They passed before I was born, so I never got to meet them, but through the stories my grandparents and my parents have told me, they were an amazing couple. My great-grandfather was a pastor. He actually started his own church near where I live now, and he was a huge spiritual leader in his home. He was known for opening his Bible and reading stories from it to his children, to his family after meals, during holidays, and he became infamous for reading Bible stories and sharing the gospel to his guests whenever he had them. This tradition is extremely important because of what it means. When I was younger, I thought it was a useless tradition created by the adults of my family to keep me and my crazy cousins from opening the gifts before they could finish Christmas dinner. Now, as me and my cousins realize after growing up, and we're no longer 5 and 6 and 7 years old, we realize that it is more important than that. It is the basis of what we believe. This tradition is just simply after we eat dinner, we sit and we read the Christmas story. It is a statement of faith saying that my family believes that Christmas isn't about us. It isn't about the Christmas tree. It isn't about the gifts or even the really good food we just ate. But it's all about what Christ has done for us. I plan on carrying on this tradition for as long as I live. Whether that means continuing to hear the Christmas story from my grandparents in their home, or whether that means after they pass a long time down the road, carrying it on to my kids on Christmas morning. I would love to be able to instill the morals and values that my family has instilled in me through the Bible and through this tradition of reading the Bible story. For the entirety of my life and for generations past, as you can see with my late great-grandfather, my family has strived to be Christ-centered and outwardly focused on what the Lord wants for our lives. And I hope by explaining this you can see the relevance of this tradition in my life and my morals and values. This tradition has been incredibly important for growing me and stretching me to become the person I am today. It has transformed me from a 5-year-old that thought it was useless to a 17-year-old who thinks it's incredibly important. This is a picture of me and my family. It has my grandfather, my grandmother, and 3 of my cousins. About 5 of my cousins were not in that picture because they couldn't make it for the picture. But that is my actual family. That is the family that over the years has transformed. This tradition has shaped into the people we are today. I have a lot more family members than I thought I would ever have. This is a few of my friends from my youth group at my church. They have become a family like no other. And if it wasn't for the tradition of reading the Christmas story and the way that my family has shaped me to show me to always serve God first instead of myself. I have made amazing friends that push me to do the right thing. This tradition has been incredible, and even though it may seem very insignificant to a family that doesn't follow the Bible, it may be small because it may only mean 15 minutes out of the year. But me and my family both believe that through this tradition, we can grow closer to the Lord in what we believe, and in hopes that we can reach the gospel, we can take the gospel to every end of the earth. Thank you.